Hey guys, Justin here with JKS Manufacturing. We're down in our install facility and we have got a local Michigan celebrity with us today, Miss Tiffany Stone, better known as T Stone. Hi Tiffany.
Hi, thank you so much. I wouldn't say local celebrity, I just would say maybe local enthusiast.
National celebrity, hardcore enthusiast. Got it. Excellent, excellent. Well, we have her JL down here, and as you can see, this beautiful red, we don't mind a red JL around here. We actually prefer them. So this thing is well outfitted, you know, got crawl tech, bumpers and armors, worn winch. We're gonna do a little thing with the suspension today. And when we say a little thing, we're gonna do a whole lot with the suspension today. So why don't we go over and take a look at what we're gonna put on this Jeep today. So what we have here is one of our new J-rated J-Krawl kits on the table here. So that's gonna be a 3.5-inch lift, dual rate coil springs, all 8 adjustable J-Flex arms, and of course all the goodies, you know, that would come with the J-rated kit. So we've got our adjustable track bar, quicker disconnects, everything we need to lift this Jeep right and get it ready for some serious trail abuse. To the point that we even have a Tom Woods drive shaft on the table we're going to throw in the rear of this Jeep just to make sure everything is ready to go with all the articulation and abuse we're going to put it through. To go along with all that suspension goodness, we have these absolutely amazing Fox 3.0 factory race series internal bypass shocks for the Jeep Wrangler JL, as well as an ATS steering stabilizer. I know you like to beat on this thing. Do you think this is enough?
I think this is enough. When I first came in, I said, I like to bomb through the desert and hit the whip section as fast as I can. And I think this is probably gonna be able to help me along.
These will absolutely do that. No warranties are expressed or implied, but you can absolutely jump your Jeep with these guys on there.
Pretty excited.
Let's get them on the Jeep. All right, guys, so we're getting the old system off of this Jeep, and in its previous life, it had some control arm drop brackets and adjustable control arms in here. Nothing wrong with that. We're just gonna go ahead and make some upgrades to the J-Flex arms, upper and lower. We'll probably walk away from the control arm correction brackets because we're gonna be making that caster adjustment on the lower and the adjustments we needed on the upper. You can see this Jeep already has an aftermarket drive shaft. It's a Tom Woods drive shaft. So, you know, once we add these parts, this thing is going to be ready for some serious off-road action.
While Justin's taking care of my old suspension so we can put the new one on, I just want to say a big shout out to Vision Wheel and BFG. This is pretty much what I've been running with the 37s, and these are 17-inch wheels by Vision Wheel. And to be honest, the BFG KM3s are literally, like I like to say literally, because it puts a little bit more emphasis, but the best on off-road. As many of you guys know, I really don't trailer Lucifer anywhere. I will drive from Michigan, drive wherever we are, go do all of the trails, and then pretty much come off and do a lot of road driving still. So the KM3s are perfect. I love these wheels. These are not true beadlocks yet, waiting for some little things coming on at the end of the year, but these are beautiful, and if you can see that there's already what I like to call battle scars on there, they pretty much mean that they hold up on all the trails that we've been doing. So a big shout out to Vision Wheel and BFG.
So when we're installing these J-Krawl systems, we put a much longer shock. We put a shock in these systems.
We shouldn't have gone to lunch.
Now we're screwed. This is it. So when installing a J-Krawl suspension system, we put a much longer shock in the Jeep, which can cause a factory front drive shaft binding issue on this cross member in the exhaust. This is an aftermarket Tom Woods drive shaft, but we just want to take a quick measurement to make sure with our extended length shocks that the drive shaft is going to work. This one's going to work out just fine, but something to note with these J-Krawl systems is we do need an aftermarket front drive shaft.
And going off to what Justin said, I've decided to upgrade the rear drive shaft. Since I already have the 1350 in the front, we're going to put a Tom Woods 1350 in the rear. Bigger obstacles, bigger drive shaft.
So we've got all of our control arms setting in place. We've got our track bar setting in place. Of course, the coil springs, bump stop extensions, everything's setting in place. Everything will come together all at once as we get ready to set the Jeep on the ground. Next step, get these massive Fox 3.0 internal bypass shocks in place. They've got a bracket down here on the lower mount and a bracket for the reservoir up by the bumper. So let's get after getting those on there. So there it is, full J-Krawl setup on this, this awesome four-door JLU. The Fox 3.0 internal bypasses, all the control arms. Basically everything this Jeep needs to tackle pretty much any terrain in this country or any place else that you might be able to find. So where are you gonna take it first?
So I think Moab is on the list, obviously Johnson Valley. Not sure if I'm gonna still head up Sledgehammer, but I think I'm a little bit closer to possibly doing that. So thank you so much, super excited.
Yeah. And since we're from here in Michigan, even the urban jungle will test the suspension on this thing every day. So we got the rough roads, and so we're gonna go out and do some test driving and have a little fun, and we'll see you guys next time.